It's no secret that God Ki has been the major driving force behind Dragon Ball Super's plot. Every single event and action in the show has been, in some way, impacted by the existence and usage of divine energy. But now that the Granola arc has hinted that Goku is well beyond the realm of basic God Ki, thanks to his handling of Ultra Instinct, is it possible that a new level of power could be explored in the near future? Let's talk about that possibility right now. How's it going, everyone? InnovativeJdawg here, and welcome back to yet another Dragon Ball Super speculation video. Today's topic is one that I've wanted to cover for quite some time on my channel, because I've actually covered this topic before, but not on YouTube. As some of you may know, I used to be a blogger under the name of Jaduko on the DBZ Amino app before I made the jump to YouTube way back in early 2018, and one of my posts on that app revolved around the idea of Angel Ki being the next level of power for characters to achieve, and it all boiled down to Ultra Instinct having the same hair color as the Angels. Back then, which was a little bit before the silver-haired Ultra Instinct appeared in the DBS anime, a lot of people denied this idea when I first made that blog post, and it was shrugged off to the side. But with the growing development that we've seen for Ultra Instinct throughout both the Moro arc and the ongoing Granola arc, it appears as though my Angel Ki theory may actually become a reality. But before we dive deep into today's discussion, go ahead and smash that thumbs up button to help push this video into YouTube's algorithm. The more likes this video has, the more likely it is that other Dragon Ball fans will see this video. While you're at it, subscribe to the channel if you love all things Dragon Ball. I make endless amounts of content based on this series. With that being said, let's get right into the video. As we all know, Dragon Ball Super has had a significant focus on the creation and display of God Ki ever since it was brought to the franchise back in 2013's Battle of Gods. The development of divine energy is what separates DBS from the remainder of the series and makes it feel unique. It sparked the realization to both old fans of the series and to newcomers that Dragon Ball still had potential to tap into. Dragon Ball was able to live on because it had loads of new stories to tell, worlds to explore, and characters to meet, all because of the introduction of God Ki. Goku, Vegeta, and the remainder of their friends and family were all given room to grow. They were able to discover new techniques and transformations that mere mortals were never meant to achieve, such as Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan, aka Super Saiyan Blue, and the aforementioned Ultra Instinct technique. Not only this, but older characters such as Frieza, future Trunks, and most recently Oob, they were all able to return and obtain new powers that gave them a much needed boost to fight on par with beings who were in possession of God Ki. So now that we have mortals who are capable of standing amongst gods and are now able to surpass them, what's next? The only logical step up from God Ki has to be Angel Ki. We know that Ultra Instinct is a technique utilized by the Angels since they all possess the same silver hair as Goku's MUI state, and it's been stated several times over that Angels are constantly using Ultra Instinct. So with these ideas in mind, it's not entirely ridiculous to believe that Angel Ki is something that separates regular gods with beings who are much more powerful and have a much better handling of their divine energy. What I mean by that is Angel Ki doesn't necessarily have to be its own separate form of energy, but instead, it could be a much more powerful and concise form of divine energy that we've only ever seen Angel characters, and now Goku, thanks to his handling of Ultra Instinct, tap into. It would be very similar to Mortal Ki and how there are different levels of expertise and different forms of Ki mastery. This time, however, it would just be dialed up to a much godlier scale. Ultra Instinct could serve as the gateway between regular God Ki and Angel Ki, but as we all know, it's very difficult for one to obtain. The reason as to why no other gods of destruction have been capable of handling Ultra Instinct to the same levels as Goku is because of their innate characteristics. Ultra Instinct is a technique that relies on tranquility. The user has to let their mind be absolutely free, and upon doing so, they're able to move upon instinct. The body doesn't take the time to think about reacting to incoming threats. Gods of Destruction are beings who value the direct opposite style of combat. They are focused on destruction and power, traits that we haven't seen in angelic characters. This is why it's interesting that Goku and Vegeta are both traveling down separate paths in obtaining higher levels of divine energy, because their characters are so vastly different, and it gives us a chance to explore more variations of divine energy. Vegeta is traveling down the God of Destruction path, hoping to obtain a secretive power that the Gods of Destruction possess, whereas Goku is traveling down the angelic route, hoping to perfect his Ultra Instinct state and take it to even higher levels than what we've seen with Maris, Whis, and even the Grand Priest. Keep in mind though, I'm not saying they're going to be the next God of Destruction and his angelic attendant or anything, I'm just saying they're both aiming towards those power levels. I would say that it's still too early for Dragon Ball to dive into a new realm of power, but now that the two main characters are traveling down these different paths, one of which will supposedly give us more insight into the details of basic God Ki, and would probably solve a lot of the mysteries behind it, I think it would be incredibly fascinating for the Granola arc to set up Ultra Instinct's ties to Angel Ki. Not only would we then get to learn more about Ultra Instinct, but at the same time, we'd get to learn all there is to learn about basic God Ki through Vegeta's potential new form and his potential God of Destruction powers, if he goes and gets the same thing that Toppo got. He would be the key to solving the mysteries behind God Ki, and Goku would be the key to discovering ways to ascend beyond it. It would sorta be the flipped version of what happened in the Cell Saga, where Vegeta tried finding ways to ascend beyond Super Saiyan, while Goku tried perfecting it. Speaking of which, and I'm just throwing this idea out there, what if Ultra Instinct becomes the next staple of the Dragon Ball franchise, similar to what Super Saiyan became? What if everything that comes next revolves around the mastery of Ultra Instinct, or forms that could match its power like Vegeta's potential new form, and ways to ascend beyond it into higher levels of angelic ki? For instance, maybe form stacking will become a possibility and we'll see Super Saiyan forms be thrown on top of Ultra Instinct. It's hard to tell at this point, and I'm just throwing ideas out there, but I think it would be a pretty cool way for characters to get stronger without necessarily discovering new forms, but instead, they'd be revamping older ones. Plus, you never know, maybe Goku would realize that form stacking wouldn't be such a good idea because of how harmful it may be towards his body, and depending on what form he stacks onto UI, it may be inefficient. It would be very similar to him learning the risks of mixing Kaioken with Super Saiyan forms, and it could also call back to the different graded forms of Super Saiyan where they were in fact stronger than the basic Super Saiyan, but not the most effective, which is why Full Power Super Saiyan, which was the mastered version of the basic Super Saiyan, that was a lot more effective than both of the graded forms combined. Keep in mind though, there's always risks when it comes to bringing in new ideas and concepts that would forever change the Dragon Ball franchise. Power scaling is an issue because depending on how the story moves forward, Goku could get way too powerful and leave every single one of his allies behind, including Vegeta. Or, more characters would be created in an effort to match Goku's new powers, and it would just be a huge mess because nobody would be attached to those characters. But you never know, with every risk there's an opportunity, and at this point I'm certain that the future of Dragon Ball must, at the very least, explore what these angelic powers are. It doesn't have to be now, but I am certain that it will happen at some point. But all in all, what are your thoughts on the concept of Angel Ki? Would you like to see it happen in Dragon Ball, and if so, would you want it to be distinguishable from basic Divine Energy? Sorta like how Beerus's Divine Energy is way different from Dende's Divine Energy. Leave your thoughts down below and let's have a discussion. I was inspired to make this video because of Goku's fight against Angelic Moro, and I figured if we're already at that point where villains are capable of taking angelic powers and are able to keep up against Goku's Ultra Instinct, it's possible for this type of ki to be explored later on down the line. Regardless, if you enjoyed today's discussion video, please do me a huge favor and give this video a thumbs up. The more likes that this video has, the more likely it is that other Dragon Ball fans will see this video as well. Also, if you haven't done it already, click that subscribe button and turn on post notifications so you can be notified whenever I post a new video. I make a ton of Dragon Ball content, ranging from discussions like this, reviews, speculation videos, and I even do what if videos from time to time. If all of that interests you, share this video to all your friends, go ahead and subscribe, and I hope you stick around and give me some support. Thank you all so much for watching, and until my next video, I will be seeing all of you Dragon Ball fans later. See ya!